This is Fitness Blender's Cardio, Abs, and Obliques workout. In this workout, we're going to be going through 10 different core exercises. In between each core exercise, we're going to do 20 seconds of cardio, and we're just going to be going through one full round. Now, we don't need any equipment for this routine because all of these exercises are body weight driven. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started with our first exercise. Our first core exercise is going to be a rolling back bow toe touch crunch. As with all of our core exercises, we're going to be going through this for 50 seconds. Let's go ahead and get ready. And start up. Start with that back bow, arch up nice and high, then roll over to one side, do that toe touch crunch, roll back onto your stomach, do a back bow, roll over to the other side, and another toe touch crunch. Just keep alternating back and forth. Nice slow fluid motion, try to make it as even and as smooth as possible, rolling from position to position. We've got 30 seconds left. Just keep it going nice and controlled. As you do this motion, your body's going to continually try to get you to release those muscles that aren't working to try to save energy. Try to override that feeling by contracting those arms and legs, making sure they're nice and solid, as well as those core muscles. And we've got just about 10 seconds left here. We've got enough time for a couple more repetitions. Just keep it going. Get one more toe touch crunch in. And let it relax. All right, good job. Let's go ahead and jump up onto those feet for that 20 seconds of jumping jacks. Go ahead and get ready. And start them up. 20 seconds straight through, just a traditional jumping jack. Arms nice and rigid, legs nice and rigid. As you bring those arms over your head, those legs come out. As you bring those arms back down to your thighs, those legs snap back together. Trying to let those feet touch the ground for as small amount of time as possible. Just 5 seconds left. Keep it going. And let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next core exercise, the alternating side plank with a toe touch. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. Go ahead and come up into a regular full plank position. Roll off onto your left side, kick your right foot forward, then roll back over onto your right side, kicking your left foot forward, and back again. Nice, slow, controlled motion, rolling back and forth, trying to keep those hips nice and low in a regular full plank position. Just alternating back and forth, trying to keep a nice straight line from your shoulder all the way down to your ankle the entire time, no matter if you're facing down or you're on your left side or your right side. Just keep that motion going under control. The slower you go, the easier it's going to be to control that motion, the less problem you're going to have with controlling that balance. And we're almost done, just 10 seconds left. Keep it going. Got enough time for a couple more repetitions. Slowly back over. And let it relax. All right, good job. Let's move on to that cardio again. Another 20 seconds of jumping jacks. Go ahead and stand it up. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. Get those arms and legs moving nice and quick. Snapping those feet in and out. Trying to get that heart rate up really nice and high. Really trying to exhaust those muscles with this exercise to try to increase that overall calorie burned per minute for this exercise routine. Just 5 seconds left. And let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next core exercise. It's going to be a double bird dog pull. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. On your hands and knees, extend your left arm and your right leg out back behind you. Nice straight line along with that body. Tuck them in twice, and then extend out your opposite arm and leg. Just keep alternating back and forth, doing 2 repetitions on each side, going back and forth. Now make sure you get a good extension on that arm and leg, but don't worry about getting them up really nice and high. You want them just about hip and shoulder height. You don't want to really bring them up any higher than that to try to make sure you're keeping that back nice and flat. Just 20 seconds left. Keep that motion going nice and slow under control. Nice full extension, tight squeeze. You pull that knee and elbow underneath you, get a little bit of a crunch every single time, and then extending that arm and leg out to get a little bit of a contraction on that lower back. Just 5 seconds left. Keep it going. And let it relax. All right, let's move on to that next cardio, the jumping jacks again for 20 seconds. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. Now, if you don't want to do jumping jacks every single time, feel free to swap this exercise out for another cardio exercise, whether you're jumping on a machine if you have one of those at your home, or if you want to do some other kind of high cardio exercise like burpees or high knees, something like that. It doesn't matter what you do, just as long as you keep that heart rate up really nice and high, trying to burn as many calories as you can. And go ahead and let it relax. We're going to move on to the next core exercise. We're doing a V-sit and row. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. Sit on that tailbone, bring those feet up off the ground if you can. Lean that chest back to about a 45-degree angle, nice straight line through that back. Extend those arms straight in front of your chest so it's a 90-degree angle off your chest, and then squeeze those elbows back behind you nice and tight before you extend those arms back out in front of your chest. Now the slower you go, the easier it's going to be to keep that balance. So just wherever you need to be to make sure you don't bobble, you don't let those feet touch down. Nice slow contraction with those arms. You want to be working against yourself in both directions. The more you lean back, the harder it's going to be for those abdominal muscles. Every single time you pull those elbows back behind you, you should feel those abdominal muscles have to work a little bit harder. Just keep that motion going, nice and smooth, under control. Just 5 seconds left. Keep that motion nice and slow. Make sure those arms are contracted. And let it relax. All right, good job. Let's go ahead and move back to that next cardio. Another 20 seconds of jumping jacks. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. Nice quick motion. Make sure those shoulders are nice and contracted. Those legs are nice and contracted. Remember, you don't have to necessarily do jumping jacks. Just whatever you do, you want to make sure it's high intensity, really trying to get yourself tired, making sure you're huffing and puffing by the time you're done. Just 5 seconds left. And let it relax. All right, let's move on to that next core exercise, an alternating side star tuck. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. Start in a full plank position. Slowly roll off to your left side. Bring your right arm up in that star position. Tuck it underneath your body. Back out to that star, and then flip sides. Nice slow motion. Same thing with that opposite arm, with that right arm. And flip it back. Again, the slower you move with this motion, the easier it's going to be for that balance. You want to make sure you're trying to stay up on those toes as best you can to make sure those core muscles have to work as hard as possible. Try to get those shoulders perpendicular to the ground every single time you go to that star position, and then parallel to the ground as you hug that arm underneath you. Just keep alternating back and forth, nice and slow. Just 5 seconds left. We're almost done. Try to get back to that full plank position facing down. And let it relax. All right, good job. Go ahead and stand back up real quick. We got another round of jumping jacks for 20 seconds. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. Nice quick motion, 20 seconds. Five seconds left, almost done. And let it relax. All right, let's move on to that next core exercise, a one-legged jackknife crunch. We're going to be alternating each repetition. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. Press that lower back to the ground as best you can. Then bring one leg up at a time, crunching up like you're doing a toe touch crunch at the top of that range of motion. Slowly drop that leg back down, those arms go back over your head. Then bring that opposite leg up, and those arms come up again. Just keep alternating back and forth every single time. Get a really nice tight squeeze in those abdominal muscles as you reach up towards that foot. Now be really careful to make sure you always have those abs contracted nice and tight. They're going to want to release on you, especially when you drop those legs back down to the ground and those arms come back over top of your head. Those abs are going to look at an opportunity to try to completely release and relax, but you always want to try to make sure they're nice and contracted, solid all the time. Just 5 seconds left. Keep it going. Nice slow controlled motions, tight squeeze. And let it relax. All right, go ahead and stand back up. We got another round of jumping jacks for 20 seconds. Go ahead and get ready. And start them up. Remember, push yourself. Try to get that heart rate up really nice and high. Try to burn as many calories as you can. Just 5 seconds left. We're almost done. And let it relax. All right, go ahead and lay back down on the ground. Our next core exercise is going to be a frog leg crunch. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. Bring those soles of those feet together, those knees kicking out to the sides. Pull those heels in as close to your butt as you can, as close as is comfortable. And those hands are going to reach down between those legs like you're trying to reach those toes. Try to pull those shoulder blades up off the ground as high as you can, as well as feeling like you're trying to roll those hips in towards you as well. What that'll do is make sure you're getting a full range of motion on your upper and your lower abdominals at the same time. Just 5 seconds left. Keep those abs contracted. Nice tight squeeze every single time. Roll those shoulders up and let it relax. All right, go ahead and stand back up. We got another round of jumping jacks, 20 seconds. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. Nice quick motion, snapping those legs together, snapping those arms up over your head. So really quick, even motion, trying to burn as many calories as you can, trying to get that heart rate up. Just 5 seconds left. Keep it going. And let it relax. All right, back down on the mat again for our next exercise, the mountaintop Russian twist. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. Lean back to about a 45-degree angle or as close to as you can control with a nice straight back. You want to make sure that back stays perfectly flat. You want to rotate those shoulders left to right the same time as lifting and lowering those arms. So you're going to start with those hands down by one hip, bring them up in front of that chest or over that head, and then down across to the other hip and back up again. Just keep alternating back and forth. The higher you extend those arms over top of your head, the more work those abdominal muscles are going to have to do. So if you want it to be a little bit easier, then keep those hands down more in front of your chest. If you want it to be harder, bring those arms all the way over top of your head. Just 5 seconds left. Keep that motion going nice and smooth under control. And let it relax. All right, go ahead and stand back up again. Another 20 seconds of jumping jacks. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. 20 seconds. And just 5 seconds left. Keep it going. And let it relax. Let's move to that next core exercise, the oblique jackknife crunch. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. Using that right arm and left foot, you're going to crunch up. Bring that right arm to the outside of that left leg. Let it drop down and then do the same thing on the opposite side. Just alternating back and forth. If you want to make this a little bit easier, you can bend that knee up rather than keeping that leg straight. If you want to make it harder, then you're going to use both arms or both feet to do this motion. Just making sure you get a good rotation on those shoulders, crunching to the outside of that leg. The main thing is to make sure you're alternating sides every single time, and you're trying to get a really nice contraction on those obliques and those abdominal muscles. And we're almost done, just 5 seconds left. One more on the other side. And let it relax. All right, let's go and stand back up for our second to last round of the jumping jacks. Another 20 seconds. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. You only have one more core exercise and one more round of these jumping jacks, so make sure you really push it on this one. Don't leave any energy left. Just 5 seconds left. Keep it going. And let it relax. All right, good job. This is our last core exercise, the seated torso circles. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. Go ahead and lean back to about a 45-degree angle, feet on the ground, tuck those hands to your chest. You're just going to want to make a nice big circle with those shoulders, rolling around those hips. Nice, slow, controlled motion, making sure you keep that back nice and flat. Try not to roll your shoulders forward or back or tilt that torso left to right. All this motion is actually being controlled by the muscles that control that hip socket as opposed to those abdominal muscles. Those abdominal muscles, those obliques, and that lower back are all going to be really nice and tight to hold you steady. But the majority of this motion is all coming from those muscles on the inside and outside of your thigh, the front of that hip, and also to a lesser degree those glute muscles. Almost done, just a few seconds left. Keep it going. Back around and let it relax. All right, good job. Let's go ahead and move on to our next one. This is our last exercise for this routine, the jumping jacks. One more round of cardio. Let's go ahead and get ready and start it up. Push yourself as hard as you possibly can. We're only going for 20 seconds, and this is our very, very last exercise. So make sure that you don't have anything left by the time you're done. You want all those muscles to be really nice and tired. All those muscles to your shoulder, your chest, your hips, your legs, your core muscles, everything should be completely solid and tight. And let it relax. All right, good job. This workout is complete. You just finished Fitness Blender's cardio, abs, and obliques workout.